It was the worst storm that I was in.
I can still see that water.
It's been more than 80 years, but for Long Islanders who survived the horrors of the 1938 hurricane, some memories never fade.
Morning was nice and clear, no problem. And all of a sudden the wind picked up. Trees were tumbling over.
Marion Phillips was 20 years old, teaching second grade here at the Quag School. Students were dismissed immediately.
Mr. Cooley came in and said all the children go home.
It's called the Long Island Express. Words like catastrophic and cataclysmic are still used to describe the destruction it left in its wake. Ruth Duval was 5 years old, huddling under the stairs with her family in their West Hampton Beach home.
We went in to the closet that is in the dining room, which was under the stairwell that goes upstairs, and that's where we were.
One, the storm itself was strong. It was a Category 3 with winds, sustained winds over 110 miles an hour and gusts way above that. 2, it was moving fast. It went from Jacksonville, off Jacksonville, Florida to Long Island in a day, 24 hours. And 3, no one knew it was coming. The Weather Bureau in Washington, D.C. thought it was moving offshore east of Long Island. The forecast was for showery rains and gusty winds. So they were totally unprepared.
With no warning, families were trapped, many of them on Dune Road. Think about it, a 12-foot storm surge with 25 to 30-foot waves. That wall of water came crashing over the dunes, heading straight into West Hampton Beach. It's an image Ann Kirsch says she will never forget. She was 6.
And I remember very clear to this day, I can see it, the water coming up our driveway because the ocean entered the bay went to the creek went into town. And I can still see that water.
More than 100 homes simply washed away by the force of the water.
There are many stories of how survivors got from Dune Road to the mainland, but many of them floated on debris.
This clock was hanging at a neighborhood service station during that deadly hurricane. Do you see that water line? Now, picture this. That's how high the clock was hanging on the actual wall. 52 people on Long Island died, 29 from West Hampton and 2 from Quag.
It took days for them to find all of the bodies because of all the debris.
Cleanup was monumental, so much so that villagers needed a permit in order to even be in the area. The deadly hurricane also opened a number of new inlets, one that remains open, the Shinnecock Inlet. These devastating photos serve as a stark reminder of how much we are always at the mercy of Mother Nature. I'm Shari Einhorn for Newsday TV.